What is up, everyone? It is time, the actual finale, because this time I know it's the actual finale. We only have two of these fucking chalices left. The second one has Queen Yarnum at the end, which is the objective of this whole fucking ordeal. Um, and then it's just a quick romp to beat the final Moon Presence boss. Let's fucking do this. End stream right now, poll. What the fuck? Freaks. Anyways, thank you, Shagman, for the 43 months. Appreciate it. Delayed stream. I started stream late because this was going to be a shorter one anyway, so I needed the time. Bitch. Also, yeah, this whole process would have actually probably been a bit faster if I realized how many of these I could buy. I don't know why I glossed over it. I guess I would... no, the only thing I did farm was actually Ritual Blood 4. So I'm glad I caught that before trying to farm or find 5s. So that's actually... okay. That exonerates that a little bit. How come you can't buy 4? Just 1, 2, 3, and 5? That's weird. But yeah, right now I've got my best blood gems on the Bloodletter, because that shit shredded amygdala. I don't know if I want to keep it that way. I guess it is less of a liability to use, because this weapon will kill me. And right now it has gems on it that'll kill me even faster. Look at the HP drain. It's got a... like, at all times it has the -8 per second. Let me see about that. I didn't get a whole lot of good gems from the chalices. Probably because they have a super low drop rate. Well, I guess if I'm gonna run my secondary gems in this weapon, I will, I'm gonna swap back my gems from the Bloodletter to this, actually. I like the Chikage a bit more. She could favorite gems in this. There are no enemies that are kin, so I'll just put that on there. I might have one that's better. Bloodborne. You need the online chalice for drop rates? Yeah, that's probably the best ones. Especially because you actually know what you're getting in those. Well, actually, you know what you're getting in the fixed ones. It's just a doo-doo. I went into this pretty optimistic about how I'd feel about the chalices, but maybe I'd like them a bit more in a non-streamed context, but no, even with that, it's just like, they're all kind of the same. That's always been the take on them. I never actually even knew how the progression system of them worked. I didn't know that you had to do, like... I guess I have some extra time tonight to try some extra ones if I feel like it. I wanted to see, like, what the Hinter Tombs parts of it look like, and maybe even do that Root Chalice, but there's no reason to do that offline. Isn't the whole point of doing that to be able to get access to, like, online glyphs? Don't you have to do all these chalices in order to get online glyphs in the first place? Like the Root Chalice that this guide has at the very end. Isn't that, like, the requirement to get the juicy ones? It's crazy. The only reason why you'd want to get crazy ass gems like this is for, like, PvP min-maxing. This game doesn't, like, even online, and it's like heyday, still didn't really have a whole lot of that just because of the way that this game was made online system wise. I definitely need to hop back on Night Rain. Maybe I'll try that a bit offline before the DLC drops. So I'm definitely gonna stream the DLC for it. That's a nice game. Damn, one of my best gems is the one that has gradual depletion. I guess since I'm used to my HP loss on the Chikage, I could just keep that in the Bloodletter and say, fuck it, I'm just gonna lose HP every 2 seconds, why not? Sure, whatever. Didn't people also, like, the meta level for like the agreed level for doing PvP, wasn't that like way higher than like the other Souls games, like quite a bit above 125? That's a horrendous question. Wasn't it like 140 or some shit? Guess I'll keep on this eye rune just in case something crazy drops. I don't know. Or just visceral boost. I don't know. Do I need this extra HP? HP's for bitches. Let me put on something more interesting. I like rally potential more than the other ones, even if that isn't too good. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, I did not set the YouTube stream to be online, even though I am streaming on there right now. Let me fix that. I didn't even start it. Okay, hold on. Start. There we go. But yeah, once this game is done, I'm gonna take something of a Souls break before starting 3. I don't want to start 3 right away. I'm a little Souls burnt out. I'll get to that either at the earliest next week or like 2 weeks. We'll see. I think I have some Kingdom Hearts ambitions, like how quickly I can get more of the vanilla replication stuff done. A 2 chalice stream. Bro forgot. Oh, I know. I'm interested in 3 though. I think that I talked about this a bit last stream, but I think Elden Ring might make me enjoy Dark Souls 3 more. Something to that effect. Alright. Okay. Again. What is next? I got the list right here. Great Is. And then Bathumaru Idhil is the last one that has the queen in it. All I need is money. Let me just pop some souls, if I have any. If you don't bitch about 3 for the whole playthrough, I want my money back. Well, the good news is I plan on replicating, for the most part, the build that I did in Dark Souls 1, so that I can get a real, like, 1-to-1 comparison between those 2 games. Like, I want to... the Zweihander is not very early in that game, is it? How early can you get the Zweihander in Part 3? Because I do want that to be my main again. I will do some secondary weapons that are more 3 appropriate. Fairly early. How early is fairly? I'm curious. Like what area? I might remember them. The areas in that game. I haven't played that game since launch, which is funny. Efok. Which is funny because at the first area you need to help a certain NPC. You get the NPC Grey Rat, do his quest, send him to pillage once, and then he can sell the Zweihander. Nice. When was the last time you played DS3? Remind me? Haven't I said that a million times? I guess that's the joke. I wonder if I've even booted that game up since launch. I don't remember the last time I even clicked play this game on Steam. It might still say 2016. Though I think when you install a game on Steam, it like counts as you like playing it, so the last playtime is lost now. But you know, I haven't played the DLC. I'm curious. I think I'll like it more than I did though. Alright. I think yeah, all I need is money. I don't think I have any pocket souls though. I might have to kill the goo. Yeah, let me go kill the goo real quick. Quick Elden Ring run, mandatory bosses. I have plans for Elden Ring in this marathon. I want to do seamless co-op rando with the fellas. And all the fellas are gonna have characters themed after the rest of the Stranger Paradise party members. So it'll be, like, cool. I have a really good, there are really good Jack Garland sliders for that game. I did a seamless co-op normal playthrough with my brother a while ago. He did Virgil, and I did Jack Garland, and I had really good sliders for it. 3 years from after Dark Souls 3. It won't be too much longer. It doesn't matter when I start and beat that game, which could be 3 years. No way. It is funny though to think about how long I have been like playing these games. I definitely have taken my time. What did I do? Start Demon Souls like in like June. But there was a long gap between Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 because Rido came out. Lol. Well, yeah, you know. What are you gonna do? Okay, that's more than enough of the money I need. Yeah, Rido's neat. I wonder if part 2 is gonna come out next year. About the time part 1 came out, like the remake for part 2. I found the Rido 2 quote-unquote finale stream on like my archive computer in a folder I wouldn't have expected to find it in. I thought that stream, that 9-hour stream, was lost forever. I think I want to upload that and relist all the OG Rido 2 VODs on like April 1st. April Fool's upload of that. Oh yeah, I also do have that. I had the idea of doing a stream. I don't know if it necessarily has to be April Fool's, but of like beating all the games that I had those like crash out finale streams, like Soul Hackers 2, maybe Rido 2. What other games did I get owned in that fashion when trying to like get the finale metaphor? Oh god, yeah. The answer? Oh. Did you enjoy the Chalice Amygdala? That was a crazy fight. I think that fight would have been like very enjoyable if it weren't for the fact that it also happens to be the defiled one. Like Amygdala with a fuckload of health, and you actually like have to figure out what his moves are and how to punish him. That was neat. It's just slapping in the half HP on top of that just makes it annoying as hell. But I did beat his ass pretty decisively. Bump the games down to normal or easy. If I allowed myself to do that, then I wouldn't have those games permanently binned the way that I had to do them. It would be funny though. Imagine I set aside a whole day to like boot up those like endgame save files, grind them up a little bit, actually prepare, and then beat them like one by one. Breakdown during the Heartful Cry. I do remember that. I'm still trying to archive that stream. I want to upload it in one 26-hour VOD, which it's possible. It's just a little tricky to get around. You can trick YouTube's system to allow yourself to upload videos longer than 12 hours. And I managed to do it once, but trying to do it for a 26-hour, 140 gigabyte file is a little harder. But yeah, the reason I didn't manage to beat that on like Heartless mode or whatever is because I skipped all of the fucking... so many of the... whatever the fuck they're called, doors that have all the good items behind them that difficulty pretty much mandates. What am I trying to buy here? Oh yeah, I'm not trying to buy anything. I'm just trying to start the damn chalice in the first place. Let's go. Alright, second to last one. Vengeance, try out Satan stream. I don't even think I recorded that, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to beat him. I just wanted to experience the fight with my build as it was and see how far I could get with it and just kind of learn the fight. But I don't like the post-game, the way that you can make yourself stupidly overpowered with external strategies in that game. It's unlisted. Oh, how do you know? Whoa, did you find the unlisted? Oh yeah, I did. You're right. I archived it. It's unlisted, but I linked it in like the description or some shit of one of those. Why is this place covered in goo? I wonder if there's gonna be a bunch of kin type enemies in here. Yeah, it's in the playlist. Forgot I did some roundabout thing to archive that. Look at this place. Whoa, more rats. Very creative. Half the chat messages ever typed in Cham streams are from his mods. It kind of makes sense, especially how much they'd be spamming. Future G11 and BO7. And, right, we talked about that. I forgot that was in that game. I'm gonna get that game. I will get that game. I will be there. Dude, is this the red temple from fucking Nocturne? What the hell? The warp dungeon. That's kind of cool. The fuck? I never heard of that. I just got teleported. Black Ops 7, it's kind of ironic because, like, it's so much like the second coming of, remember when COD did, like, advanced and or, like, especially Infinite Warfare, and, like, people were so burnt out on COD and, like, future stuff. It's like the second coming of that, except what they're burnt out on is Call of Duty in general, and also just, like, all the embarrassing AI and bad campaign stuff. I don't know why people care about the campaigns of those games being bad, because who the fuck plays campaigns for CODs, or, like, these FPS games anyways. But it's just another thing to point and laugh at, I guess. But the multiplayer actually looks like better than it's ever been for, like, new engine CODs. Yeah, and EA finally remembered how to make video games again just in time to MOG this year's COD. But I think both are good for their own reasons. OG Persona streams. I've been thinking about those. I got frenzied. What the fuck? I've been thinking about, those recently, playing those because I've always wanted to. I just haven't set aside the time. I'm not sure. That would at least be something that I would be able to put on the agenda after the Souls games for sure, but we'll see how I want to do them exactly. Because, like, Persona 1, both of those, all three of the OG Persona games, both Persona 2s obviously, I would play PS1 versions, just like full stop. Persona 1, you can do some like emulator speed up stuff so that the game plays at like the same pace as the PSP version, but without messing up any of like the visuals or the sounds, which is cool. So I would do that. Part of me also wants to try doing it like on CRT, but at the same time, the biggest thing that turns me off about playing and streaming those games in the long haul is no voice acting. I really don't like the feeling of sitting and reading shit on stream, and I definitely don't like reading all the dialogue in the game out loud. That's just so tiring and unfun for me. I have this idea of doing some goofy bullshit like having like those AI like TikTok voices, and like having some kind of screen reader where like I press a button and it reads the dialogue out in those goofy ass voices. Bros and Bears is a voice. It's that, and also it's just so much. I don't know. Everybody's always said that when I've asked, they don't really mind, or like are able to read along themselves rather than having to have the streamer read it out. So I might just bite the bullet and just do that. But I don't know. The PS1 translations. Persona 1 got officially localized. Kind of controversially, but also it's funny, so. Are you yapping right now? That's different. This is coming from the heart, not indiscriminately reading the millions of dialogue on screen. This guy is not even a boss, he's just this dude. This isn't even a boss, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, suck my insight out of my head, I don't even care. You're doing me a favor. They haven't done, like, generic-ass enemies as Chalice bosses until, like, the last stretch of them, which is funny. One off from a Blood Rock? Oh, now I have enough. I didn't think about that, actually. I don't know if I need to buy anything with Insight for the rest of the Chalice materials. That's the problem. I don't need to upgrade anything more to plus 10, though. Elden Ring has a lot of standard-ass enemies as bosses. but you know, in all the catacomb type places too. They ran out of ideas. See, it's funny because this place has so many like bosses and enemies that can show up down here, at least in the randomized ones. They don't show up anywhere else in the game. Like, people just like very ludo-narratively finding content in this game that doesn't exist elsewhere in the chalices, which is like kind of the point of the chalices in a way, in the story perspective. But you do the fixed ones and it's like, yeah, here's a brain sucker as a boss. Lol. Funny. I don't even really need to kill these guys, I just want to, just so I know where I haven't been in these places. A Ludo narrative. Bro, watch it. Bro has a basic understanding of the English language. I like that word. I will admit. I like the concept of that word. Cut bosses in a chalice. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Is I remember the one I remember the most is that chalice that has that one enemy that like it's kind of like a glob type enemy that's just on the ground, but if it grabs you, it like swallows you and shits you out. It like doesn't even do much damage, but it's just like there, and like when people found it and like shared the chalice glyph for it, and you found it in your game, people like there were messages on the ground. Because everybody else was just hopping on the game to like go there and check it out and like, you know, updo the messages that are on the ground. I think that kind of stuff is cool. It's just a shame that I feel like the fixed chalice dungeons, the standard progression of these don't really go, they don't utilize that as much as they could. Yeah, the mole enemy. It's neat. This place is cool. I like how this one looks. There's probably a lot more kin related shit down here though, which is great because I just put on the kin debuff on this sword. I guess that's what I have the blood letter for. Bitch. I'm so buff it doesn't matter. I like the idea of chalices. They just needed more time and variety. And less cursed chalice. The one that you have to do sucks. And they put like the hardest bosses in there too, besides the first one at least. And even he threw me for a loop. I feel like the best thing about chalices, though, is a fucking a Chrome plugin just updated and replaced my chat and flashbanged me. Cool. Coolest thing about chalices, I feel like potentially, is how they could be used in mods. Like people could make modded experiences out of this. But that's just potential, man, of this game. Potential mod. Yeah, there's also a lot of runes that can only be acquired in chalices, but specifically like online glyph chalices and not the actual ones. That's another thing that's bullshit, is like so many chalices that you just can't get. So many runes that you can't get unless you're in chalices are like the uncanny variants of weapons, but you have to be online, so it's like, okay, well that might as well not fucking exist. Is this just Celestial Emissary without the little dudes? It's just this guy? This is insane. Baroque as hell. I was looking for the Shaman Bone Blade. I was like, oh, maybe I could get the little dudes to kill him, but no, it's just him. Dude, he's gonna kill me though. Fuck. No way. You can get uncanny variants of DLC weapons offline? How? Are they in chalices? That you can do offline? Finale again. Yeah, but this time for real. What's up, Eternal? They spawn in any chalice shop. There are chalice shops? There are shops down here? I didn't know that. There's a very rare chance patches can show up as a merchant. Oh yeah, I have heard of that. Very rare though, yeah. Weird as hell. Can you make your own randomized chalices down here offline? Or can you only get the fixed ones offline? I only have 8 vials. Let me do something with these souls. Square Enix, after they do nothing at the state of play and they have something to say about it? No way.
Farewell.
Let me look ahead at the materials I need for the last one, just make sure. If I can spend my insight, I will. So great is okay, so it's just 9 5s, which I have exactly the amount of. 4 red jelly. What's red jelly? I have 3. Living string, which I have, and arcane haze, which you can just make. And I have just about enough anyways. I don't think I have any reason to get the blood rock. Maybe I could get something upgraded through chunks though, because I've been finding those. I kind of want to try upgrading some random thing. Oh yeah, and I sold a bunch of shit that isn't for this build anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. I guess I could get one of my guns to +10 for whatever that's worth. Not much. Yeah, whatever, who cares. Town's finished. The snooze of play. It would be very funny if they actually did show KH4 at the fucking, like, the Game Awards. I feel like that is such cope to think that they will. I don't think they've ever shown anything there. Hypercope, yeah. I guess all the jerk-off nightly events haven't been around long enough, because, like, by the time E3 died and he took the reins, you know, KH hasn't been really in any swing at all, so it's hard to say if they would put their shit there. Why did this guy just, like, die? Did he step on a trap? He must have. Yeah, KH4 and Square Enix, just in general, is very fucking mind-boggling. No logic behind it, just bad company, lol. The heat death of the universe could occur, and HMK would still be gassing up every single possible gaming event for KH4 news. That, at least we have a universal constant through his, wherever his optimism is coming from. Or whatever it's inspired by. There's a rolling ball somewhere. There it is. This is open. Okay. Yeah, well, speaking of games that are dead, like, Elder Scrolls 6, what the hell is up with that? That shit got announced when I was like... When did that get announced? What year? Madman Walter. Fake game. Yeah, I don't think... I'm pretty sure that fucking announcement video was just like totally that was before they did any work on the game. It was like one of those things where they announced the game just to like boost hiring or whatever. It was never alive. 2018. That shit got announced when I was 18. That's fucking crazy. And that's like not even like Kingdom Hearts where you could say it's some kind of like niche. Is Kingdom Hearts niche? Like globally. Whether it's in like this country or Japan or whatever. Is Kingdom Hearts niche? Because it's hard to... Hard to say. No. I agree. It should be, though. I don't think so. I don't want my main game attached to my livelihood to be niche. I don't want that, personally, but, you know, motivated party here. I don't think it's niche. A game that was, like, sold... Whoa, is this a store? Holy fuck, there's a store. Is this just a normal store, though? Okay, never mind. I thought this was... Whoa! Here they are. What, the only one that applies to me is one of these. I guess I can get both. Fuck it, I'll just get both of these. I have enough money. Yeah, they have alternative gem slots. I don't know which one is best. That's interesting. Too bad that didn't happen. What the fuck is this? I guess I'll get it, because why not? But Sinister? Dallas variant? What the fuck? Okay. Cool. Curious which one of those can have, like, the best slots. What was I saying? Talking about Kingdom Hearts being niche. Yeah, a game that, number 7 best-selling PS2 game and number 11 best-selling PS2 game, 1 and 2 respectively. That can't be niche. Also, like, all the handheld games, like, top sellers on every handheld that they were on. Lost variant of the Chikage. That store only had the DLC variants, but yeah, I think I have heard that for this weapon in particular. Obviously I have those for the Bloodletter. I wonder if I could upgrade those at this juncture. I do have enough for a Blood Rocket at least, and I think I have enough chunks. How many chunks do you need to get through the chunk tier upgrades? Oh! Honestly, that was a good death because I can just go walk into the boss now. Perfectly timed too. Fuck. I wonder if Cage 4, when it does come out, if it'll sell as well, or nearly as well as Cage 3, because Cage 3 definitely had its whole, like, people who only played 1 and 2 waiting for a game called Cage 3 since, like, 2007. And speaking of that, how do you guys feel about when people say, oh, I've been waiting for Cage 3 since 2007, or I've been waiting for Cage 3 for 10 years? If you can walk into a mall and find merch, I don't think it's niche. That's true. I forgot about the Hot Topic factor. Yeah, they still be selling like Halloween Town like Sora designs on shirts to this day. Morons. What if I told you that was me, though? Here's my anecdote about this. Me and my brother, I remember watching the KH2 secret ending on the PC, the personal computer, on YouTube, early ass era YouTube, and being like, "Oh, I can't wait for KH3. That's KH3." And also the lady, hold on. Here's some anecdotal proof that it's okay to say that you've been waiting for KH3 for like 15 years. You were waiting for a game called Kingdom Hearts 3 that has 3 in the title and nothing else, right? And yeah, just because they made like Birth by Sleep, 358/2 days, Dream Drop Distance, just because they like filled in a lot of other games that were post KH2 doesn't mean people that said I've been waiting for KH3, that doesn't mean that that's not valid. And here's some anecdotal proof of that, broadcasted on live TV.
Now that you're well on your way to finishing Kingdom Hearts 2, what do you have to look forward to? Oh, not much. Besides a little something called Kingdom Hearts 3.
Why is it illegal to say that? Why do neurotic Kingdom Hearts fans all across the world, like, shit talk people that say that they did that? Because I did that. What did that prove? People have been waiting for a game called Kingdom Hearts 3 since 2006. The Breedis is down here. Just because they released Kingdom Hearts doink over 5 hours doesn't invalidate people waiting for a new main line. The crashing. I don't think it'll happen in this arena. I think that was a Breedis arena specific thing. Like the bees would have already appeared. I don't know, it feels like that take is one of those, like, that's when people who think that are like within the Kingdom Hearts bubble so much that they have forgotten how normal people think. And I know how that feels. I'm like that in plenty of ways. But hey, I mean, broadcast TV. What do you have to look forward to? Oh, I don't know, a little thing called Kingdom Hearts 3. Almost died again. Where am I? I thought that... Where's the walk to the boss? What's wrong about that sentiment? I never look forward to KH3 specifically. Were you specifically looking forward to, like, just new games in general? Because that's fair. That's fair, and that's probably, like, you know, when you think about how long it was going to be till 3, like, that's maybe the right thing to do, but also, like, waiting for a new main line that carries the series forward in a more direct way. I think that's also valid. It's just a lot of people say, like, no, you didn't wait for KH3. You got so many other games in the meantime. I was like, I did wait for KH3. I remember it. I was there. I enjoyed all the other games, but I was also waiting for the next actual game. He's back. Ain't gone nowhere. Oh, I have the cannon. I can just blow her up. Oh, I don't have any fucking whatever. Bone ash. Ah. Oh, I got frenzied, and I'm dying because of my weapon. Forgot this is the frenzy phase of the fight. I feel like I didn't see the frenzy meter go up on screen when I got frenzied. I was just frenzied. I don't know. Could be some emulator shenanigans, like the way the bloodletter frenzy thing doesn't work. I should be getting frenzied right now. Oh well. It did show? Oh, I'm just blind. I should have been getting frenzied right there, though. Like, within the AoE of this boss. I knew the games between 2 and 3 were basically filler. See, I wish that were true. I wish that were true, but it, like, the games between 2 and 3 ended up being what 3 was pretty much all about. Which, like, when I envisioned KH3 before really getting caught up on all those games, I thought that 3 was going to be a whole new step, like a whole new start of something, which is why I'm excited for 4. It's because it's actually the end, like, KH3 was actually the end of the Xehanort saga, and 4 is the Lost Master saga. Like, they literally have that in bold in the trailer for that, and I'm like, yes, please, finally, you know? That's what has me excited. Alright, so does that mean I can fucking end this now? Yo!
44 but him KH3 but
Button.
Master of Masters.
Yo, exhibits of the 44 months. Thank you very much. If I could skip DDD, next thing I knew I missed quite a few plot beats. See, Dream Drop Distance is crazy. It's like Chain of Memories too, in terms of its events. What's the last one? Do I have access? Umaru Idhil. Where is it? There it is. Great Thumaru Ithil. Yeah, this is the last one. I need just one red jelly from Insight. Actually, is red jelly in here? I got clapped by the new zombies boss twice. Yo, what's up, Day? I might have to find this material. I didn't go into any of the bonus rooms. I might find it there. In the room near the rolling boulder, you'll find the jackpot, 2 red jelly, 6 sage hair, 5 tomb. Okay, that's what I need to do. I just need the red jelly unless I want to do any of these extra ones, which I kind of don't, but you know. I got Recon PS2 from a convention for $20 in 2015, I want to say. I'm pissed. When I went to my first ever convention, they had, like, sealed DDS 1, 2, and Nocturne for $20 each, and I didn't get them. I still don't have those games physically. But you want to know what I do have is fucking SMT 9 for the Xbox, and both of the Sega Saturn SMT, and the Devil Summoner games, at least. Also on the topic of the Kingdom Hearts fan mental bubble is how angry people have gotten at me suggesting that Chain of Memories is skippable if, like, it's specifically in the context of, like, you're showing somebody the games for the first time. You know, you're having them play them. And after one, it's like, okay, well, here's this fucking game, Chain of Memories, where you have to deal with this penis card combat system. And you're going to go through all the worlds you just played through, but in, like, this, like, weirdly roguelike form, and do all the bosses you just did with this battle system that you will probably dislike, just for things that KH2 is written to accommodate the player not knowing going into it. And people have gotten so, like, neurotic and defensive about making sure players get every single bit of everything at every possible point that, like, they think it's blasphemy to say that, even though that's how, like, most people experienced the games back in the day. Because they had a PlayStation 2, they bought Kingdom Hearts 1, and then they bought Kingdom Hearts 2. If you look at the sales figures of GBA.com, it is significantly less than KH2 as well. Still pretty important context. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be, like, I think it's definitely for the rest of the games after it you need to play it. For, like, everything else that it gets referenced, like Riku replica in KH3 and all that shit. Really helps with, like, you know, like Riku's character arc is like the most important thing that you would be missing. But it's not like it has to be strictly experienced before 2 or bust. I think that, you know, like, when you're having somebody play the games for the first time, they might be kind of iffy about it. Just have them play 1 and then 2. And then from there, they can make a decision on, first of all, whether or not they want to keep playing the games, let alone, like, go back and play Calm, and then Birth by Sleep. Or no, Calm, Watch Days. And it's also funny the amount of people saying, like, oh, you'll be so lost, you won't understand anything. And then these are the same people that'll be like, oh yeah, don't play Days, don't watch Days before KH2, like the 1.5, 2.5 order suggests. It's like, okay, well, you'll be so confused without playing Calm, but you won't know who Roxas is. You'll be confused on that, which is the point of that. So, like, what is this arbitrary shit right now? And I agree, don't watch Days before KH2, that's how it's supposed to be. But, like, invariably, KH2's prologue is about, like, kind of being confused, and you get to experience all of that from Roxas's POV, who's the most confused of them all. It's perfect. Honestly, I think not playing Calm makes the KH2 opening and, like, starting off in KH2 so much more interesting, if anything. And so many people also got into the series in such oddball places. Like, I knew a buddy of mine, his first game was Recoded for the DS. Like, who fucking cares? Also, like, I interviewed Tetsuya Nomura saying, like, yeah, we, you know, we originally wrote KH2 to have this year-long gap, but then we wanted to make, like, a GBA game, because we were thinking about, like, you know, children playing the games. So we wrote a game to fill in that year-long gap, you know? But people have gotten just so neurotic and defensive about, like, oh, don't skip anything, don't go out of order for anything. And some of the same people are, like, giddy about people getting filtered by Calm. They're like, oh, if you can't play Calm, you don't deserve to play the rest of the series. It's like, okay, well, where did this gatekeeping come from? This is new. I thought you guys were, like, such positive emissaries of the series that you didn't allow any gatekeeping at all. Weird. Play the series in alphabetical order? True. People are... It's very neurotic and defensive. It's like people specifically that got into the series in, like, the HD era as well, when they have all these games presented in this order. They hated him for telling the truth. I think I went the wrong way. I need to go into the boulder zone. That actually might be in layer 2. Oh, no, it's actually just through here. It's also funny, all the hot takes, I guess, I've been putting out here and there. I'll almost always get a quote tweet saying, like, oh, so you hate the games then? Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely why. PSYOP games. You know, like Tetsuya Nomura on the record saying, like, you know, you don't necessarily need to play Chain of Memories to play 2, and he went even further to say you don't necessarily need to play Kingdom Hearts 1 to play Chain of Memories. That's a little far, but I mean, still, at the end of the day, these, like obviously the game, the makers, as people love to say, they don't really care. Obviously, they want people to just, like, play and get into the games whenever, and, like, you know, have people pay for their games and play them without all these fucking, like, stipulations. So obviously they're gonna have bias, or they're not gonna care as much. But, like, what does it matter? I think Nomura regrets being a part of Kingdom Hearts. Obviously not. Kingdom Hearts is his baby. Alright, that's the red jelly I needed. Get shit off my screen. Tempering 6. More red jelly. Unnecessary Kyrie scenes. The makers be adding them. Yeah. Any more dungeons? One more. This is the last one that has Queen Yarnum at the end. I just got the materials I need to make it. But I also found the fucking uncanny, uncanny lost bloodletter down there. Is Rundus here? Rundus, what's the best... Which bloodletter has the best gem configuration? 2-hour stream, what we're gonna do after we kill Moon Presence? I was considering that. Maybe I was thinking I might try some other chalices just to like, kind of like just look at them, see what they have, look at what the hinter tombs look like. Default. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's not like I could really upgrade them anyways. Also, I didn't look. I got some gems that actually might be good while I was there. Up 13. Add bolt 30. That's a lot of added bolt. Hop on Megabonk. Hop on Bull Ultra. I might hop on Tony Hawk actually. If I want to keep streaming, but not this. I haven't streamed Tony Hawk in a while. I kind of have some ambitions to get some improv footage and actually make a montage one of these days. We'll see. I guess I could hop on Night Rain actually, if anything, that'd be the most fitting. I'll think about it. We'll see how long this last stretch takes and what I'm feeling after. Some of these gems might actually be better than the weirdo ones I have on the Bloodletter right now. I'll check both. Nah. Best gems. I do want to look, though, when, Nah, I don't care enough to upgrade these just to see how different their slots could be. What are the best gem slots in general? Like, what are the factors that go behind determining, like, what weapons have the best slots? Like, aren't all the weapons typically... I guess they aren't always like 2 radials and a triangle. This one is... No, it's 2 radials and a triangle. This is also, can't tell. According to Lay Reddit. That's 2 radials and a triangle in a different order, but it's still the same. Strength, skill, build, radial, triangle. 27% only come in these shapes. Blood tinge, blood ringe. No, it's okay, mods. I did want this info. Where you only want blood attack version weapons, you want radial circle. This is because you can get hugely powerful circle gems that only affect blood damage if you intend on using both forms and treat them like a fizz weapon. Strength, skill, build, radial, and triangle are the shapes you want. What are the other shapes anyways? Like waning? I guess that's for arcane. Okay, seems simple enough actually. Thank you. This radial I have on here is fucked because it has that gradual deplete. But as long as it's not on the Chikage, it's fine, I guess. Who cares? This triangle could be better, I guess. It's just 9%. Page 3 worth playing for the story. I've managed to stay away, but I really like the story. Yeah, of course. Why have you managed to like stay away from spoilers? Yeah, play it. Oh, that's a better gem. Yeah, this Chikage is insanely good gems. What about the Simon Bowblade is so good? Is like the arrow aspect of it really that good, or is it just like a good weapon in general, or just really good scaling? I never understood. Anyways, let's get this shit done. Oh, I need a little bit of haze. Cheesing bosses, because of the arrow, right? I thought that there was a more technical or rounded reason for it to be so good. Fun but hard to aim. It'd be cool for an Iron Eye build one day. This game just needs a good randomizer. That's all the haze I need. Yeah, and headshots too. Skill weapon to mash with. My favorite skill weapon to mash with is the fucking Blade of Mercy. I thought that there was just like, I just remember people hearing people say that that weapon was just like well and above one of the best, and I thought that there were more reasons to it other than personal preference. I guess the arrows can be crazy. Can you parry with the arrows if you shoot them in transform mode? Sure. I guess it makes sense. Why wouldn't it? Alright, last chalice. We're here. You can backstab? Oh, you can't. Oh. So you can like backstab with like the attack part of it. Interesting. Final chalice. Oh, backstab with the ranged arrows? If you do a full charge R2? That's an interesting concept, actually. So, like, yeah, you know, I could actually just do it right now if I wanted to see. That's not the monocular. I don't think that was his back. I don't know what that was. This really is some Iron Eye shit. They should put this weapon in that game if they were allowed to. Interesting. Blade of Mercy in the middle. Maybe just because of the range. I want to try the Raikou. It looks like a DLC version of the Blade of Mercy, and the Blade of Mercy is my favorite in the game. Especially, one of the best things about it is how early you can get it. Like, you just, like, cheese kill the NPC, that gives you the badge, and then as soon as you have 20k, you can buy it, and you get it. So that really helps its case, too. Saw Spear. I thought that the Saw Cleaver was also one of the best. I thought the Saw Spear was better, or the Saw Cleaver was better, especially because it has that R1, L1, L1, L1 spam combo. That has like crazy, like the whole weapon is serrated, but it also has like crazy limb break when you do that, I believe. Tier list says Spear / Cleaver. They might be very similar, but have the same benefits. I think I heard about that. Neo on stream. I feel like if I did, I would just play Neo 3. Is that out yet? Or that's coming out. Because there's Neo 2, but I feel like I'd rather just play 3. I've never played 2, but I have played 1. And that's definitely a little difficult to play because it's a game that doesn't have R3 toggle sprint, and all the Neo games have stamina, right? Like, at first the idea of playing Neo sounds interesting to me because of how similar it is to like Stranger Paradise, but then it just makes me think, oh, this makes me just want to play more Stranger Paradise rather than games adjacent to it. Maybe one day, I don't know. Spear has more range. Element gems. What makes it better with element gems than the cleaver? Threaded Cane is higher than Blade of Mercy. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem right. What the hell? Though I have never tried a playthrough of that where I actually upgrade it. Maybe it has some secret sauce. I know that it is useful for the Upper Cathedral Ward skip, but that's very niche. And there's some other things that are better for it, like the whistle actually was great for it. Neo 2, I heard that it has a lot more importance on like the demon transformation moves in it, and that kind of doesn't seem all that appealing to me. I don't know, something about it. I forgot what though. Made it seem kind of whack to me. Neo 2's peak. I'll hold off on playing either. At least until, like, if 3 comes out and people say that about it as well. I would rather just, like, start with, just, like, play 3 on stream. If it is good, at least. It's not something that's high on the agenda, though. It's an interrupt for specific moves that you effectively have to do for most of your damage. Yeah, that seems a little far. What I like about Stranger Paradise is how much you can just kind of spec into whatever you want in the game, and you're it's like almost guaranteed to be good because of the way that you can make anything good in that game, which is one of the like things that makes it like, one of the best like Final Fantasy action games, because it, if I'm not mistaken, that's how like a lot of Final Fantasies are, is that you can just kind of spec into whatever playstyle you want and guarantee that it'll be good with creativity. Trying to remember what I had been doing in Final Fantasy VII, my unfinished FF7 playthrough. That was kind of like personalized, that I liked build-wise. Oh yeah, it was Vincent had what's that materia that gives you that special basic attack that has low accuracy but like always crits? Death Blow. Yeah, Vincent had Death Blow being used on his 255 accuracy sniper that I managed to grab. That's like missable. Vincent with Death Blow, he was dealing like, he was like on par with Cloud, doing like basic attacks more or less. Because like Cloud with Death Blow is crazy damage, but he would whiff a lot of times. But Vincent like never missed with Death Blow on the sniper. That shit was cool. I gotta get back to that playthrough one of these days. Did I get the door? I don't remember. I did. But yeah, nobody tell me any like good strategies for FF7. I like the idea of not knowing what all the meta commonly used shit is besides like lucky 7s, but I wouldn't use that anyways. That's very specific. Look at this dude. I don't have a favorite Final Fantasy because I've never actually really played like, fully played any of the actual ones. So I guess I can say Stranger Paradise, which is kind of, you know, silly to say, but at the same time, is it? I guess I've played Remake 1 and 2. think I liked Remake Part 1 more than Part 2. Oh my god. I didn't have full shit going into that. It's common sentiment. You're addicted to press turn. You are addicted to press turn to bother you to suggest trying out any serious this sentence fucking sucks. You are addicted to press turn to bother you suggesting trying out seriously any numbered FF. There are so many landmines I just tripped over in that sentence, but I see what you're trying to fucking say. I'm not strictly addicted to press turn. I actually liked, like, I had FF7 when I was playing it, cranked to, like, maximum speed on, like, what was it, like, the real-time ATB setting. I thought that was exciting. One of the reasons I like press turn in the first place is just, like, the way that it's conducive to, like, a good battle speed in a game. And, like, I fucking love the OG SMT system, especially in Soul Hackers 1, because of how fast you can go through that, at least on the 3DS version. DQ11? I don't know about that. It looks alright, but not quite my tempo. Why did my right earbud just reset? Hold on. I think FF10 would be perhaps my favorite. But I've liked FF7, I just need to... I almost wonder if I should just replay it from scratch. Crisis Core. I don't know how I ran through this place without immediately... Yeah, I just did not look left to go into the boss again. Okay. The green screen makes the drink look like liquid mold. Oh, yeah, hold on. What does this look like? Wow. This is a Baja Blast. This is so unappetizing. Hold on. That's crazy. The green screen is really good, though. Evidently. Yeah, I'm drinking slog. I'm drinking the water that makes Dumbledore suffer. I added some extra guarana powder to this Baja Blast so that it would have a bit more bite. What do you mean Barks has bite? Yeah, why am I trying to parry this prick? I don't know his moves. I'm just gonna kill him. When's Quake 4? That's a cool question. I like that question. What, like the single player? Oh my god, hold on. What do you mean Barks has bite? Quake 4 single player would be interesting because from what I know about it, it's very much like a budget Halo that was the first Quake game that Tim Wallets, as we call him, had like, he was like the, you know, like the chief creator on it, and it's got a lot of dumb decisions on it and kind of plays slow, but at least after Strogification, suddenly the game, like, you move around a lot faster and it looks a lot more like a proper Quake game. It could be interesting. I really should play it just because I played 1, 2, and 3, so it would be a good learning, it would be a cool experience. Guarana Brazilian soda? I have not. What the fuck is that? Dude, just stop putting Ring Around the Rosie. This guy's moveset's fucking annoying. I think I need to reset the emulator. It's been kind of stuttery, which is not common down here. Okay, I thought that was going to be an explosion. I didn't want to challenge it. How did that whiff? He's so wide. I saw that hit the wall. Oh, he jumped? What the fuck is this moveset? Let's just kill him. The noise these guys are making are pissing me off. Boom, 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 boom. Weird enemy. Let me put on a visceral boost rune. I feel like I really should. You can backstab him during the weapon charge. Oh yeah, that's what you could do to Ligarius as well. I'll try and do that next time. Let me get that visceral boost on. My skill stat's 20 now, so it should at least be a bit better for actual visceral damage. And reset the emulator because it feels a little stuttery. I'm gonna double up on it actually. Some Hornet Ring action right now. Are we doing this fine evening? Pretty good. This'll. I'm glad that this is the final session of this. I can confirm that. I'm in the last chalice. But let me give the emulator a little kick in the pants. Sweet Lighting Mountain Dew. I don't think I've had it. Isn't that like an Applebee's exclusive or some shit? Or Popeyes or KFC or some shit, I don't remember. This might be a shorter stream just because the list of things I have to do is not long, but I might do something after Bloodborne. Just something to chill and fuck around with. Late night vibes. See what I'm feeling. Man. I don't know how to parry this guy. Even though he seems very parryable. If nothing else, I might boot up Tony Hawk afterwards. It's been getting a lot of updates recently. I need to check it out. Something they did that's interesting is like rethawed physics that you can select instead of just selecting between like a bunch of the games with American Wasteland as a default. It's kind of like some of the best physics of like each game. One of them being like you retain more momentum going down hills, which is like, well, you could just like get so much free speed off of that that you normally wouldn't be able to. Oh yeah, I was wondering why these grunts seemed familiar. They're very much like King Elant. Very similar, at least. I don't think it's the same though, it's just a similar voice style. How do you respond to this? He never fucking stops doing anything ever, I guess. Cool. Hate this guy. Mini stagger, not worth it. Damn, can't get his back. Oh well. Back was against the wall when he did that. I couldn't get the backstab. Harwin spam for thee, not for me. You got it backwards. It's for me, not for thee. I don't know what is and isn't parable. It just swings so fast. There's so many opportunities to get it. I think that bullet like got deflected. You see that? It didn't even. I don't think it hit him. That's a parry. Okay. All my health. Yo. Some parry anything that looks vaguely parryable. Fuck it. Oh my god, no. GBA comp strike rate hit me both times. Octo, man. Ooh. These dudes. Well, I wanted to rally off that guy, but I guess not. Blunderbuss. See, I don't even think it's the pistol whiffing. This guy's super wide. It's just like going through him or just like not registering. But I guess the blunderbuss is still shooting a spread of projectiles, so maybe one of them gets through no matter what. Restart? What do you mean restart? What do you mean Bark says bite? Hitbox is finicky while dual wielding? Yeah. That makes sense. I already restarted the emulator. I can do it so fast now. With the Bloodborne launcher and like the updates and shit. It's a lot less annoying to do that. I'm just fucking just blasting. Will I ever catch anything off this guy? I just want to see how many of these are fucking just going through him. Saw a few of them just kind of go on straight through. Bitch. Too bad that move does like such little damage. Maybe it's because my gem's set up because it's such like. I think that move doesn't have any blood damage. That's why it's been so bad. I think it's like relegated to be like purely pierce or like thrust or whatever, because that doesn't do the thing to like dogs and spiders where they get folded to blood damage. So I think it just sucks for this build. Move that specifically hones in on thrust. Oh my god, I'm dead because of this sword. Maybe I should try the bloodletter here. Bloodletter kind of has crazy gems, but I think it's fine. Fire paper. Neither of my weapons work with it. Yeah, I was trying to get the backstab, but one of the attempts, his back was just to the wall, but I do know about that. Peach. Maybe this weapon will just kind of slam him, keep him in place. Or the mash part. The range is good though, it does help. Oops, I meant to be a jumping attack. This happens a lot with these chalice dudes, getting caught in these stupid ass pillars. Oh. Bitch. I think I remember the chalice that had this guy at the end, because I remember being specifically pissed off because this guy like a decade ago. Seems like I was right to feel that way. Whoa. Yeah, that fucking like... Doesn't Ganondorf do that in Smash? That kind of like a jump stomp attack. What am I thinking of? I think I'm thinking of some shit from Street Fighter, actually. I think I'm thinking of, there's like the Street Fighter 2 final boss. Doesn't he have a charge attack that's that stomp? Not Vega. Alright, I guess calling him Vega is appropriate in A language. Oh, yeah, Captain Falcon down kick. I guess Ganon is so similar to that character. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, Bison. He's like 1 HP. Just fucking kill him. Oh my god. I don't have any ammo, and that's a cannon. Oh. I still the cannon out. Whatever. He's dead. Annoying ass guy. Click, click. Whatever. Where is my... Do I have Bone Ash? God, Bone Ash is the most annoying consumable because of how much you use it and how much it doesn't restock from storage when you have max 10. Most annoying shit ever. Okay. There's a mod for that, but I've been forgetting to get it. Whatever. Yeah, we'll avoid with the other sub. Thank you. Bro! Always that staggers him. I should just try doing that more and baiting him into it. Nice, nice. The way it feels to fight this guy, this is what like a lot of Elden Ring like humanoid fights feel like to me, like Melania, like versus like a strength weapon. You hit her like one time and then does just like that ethereal immediate sidestep after one hit. That's what this is reminding me of right now. Parrying is just so not reliable here right now. There we go. That might be the only move I could do it reliably because there's a good Q for it. Otherwise he just spams. Oh fuck. Not fast enough? No. You have to really be ready for that. Oh nice. Perfect frame. Bitch. How'd that not hit? Bitch. Beast Roy. I tried it. It doesn't stagger him hard enough to be worth 2 bullets. Dude, you go fuck yourself. Oh my fucking god. That, I couldn't mash out of that last one. Guys, making me very glad I did not try to do all this last night. I would have been so pissed. Okay. Lead elixir, as far as I could tell, does fucking nothing. What does that do? I always thought that item would like give you poise during stuff. Does it just increase the amount of knockback that you deal? I don't have any of that, nor am I ever gonna try that fucking item. It's not worth it. I'd rather just kill him. Wrong button. Oh, would it make it this guy? Oh, it makes attacks bounce off you, but does it give you any hyper armor? I remember trying it in a circumstance where I thought it clearly would work and it did jack shit. This might just be the most annoying fight in this whole game thus far. Okay, you know what? If the poise stat in any of these games requires me to have some like insane calculations and logic behind where it's going to work, I will not even factor it in, ever. And that's how it is in every game that isn't part 1, lol. Oh my fucking god. We walk onto the fucking dude? Okay. Alright, his ass is grass. Oh yeah, I remember. I was there when the whole Dark Souls 3 poise dilemma was first being charted. I remember, like, catching up on all that shit because that was what made me feel that there was something wrong with that game. Especially because that one I was trying to, like, I wanted to be in on PvP from, like, the start of that game's heyday. And it was just so ass when a lot of it was because of that. Just made like the most annoying spammy weapons in the game so like meta. That's what's so just like uniquely nice about Dark Souls 1 is that you have a reliable stat to make heavy-ass armor worth it for more than just, like, marginal defense that you can't really be all too certain of. But, like, the actual defense stat being how much annoying-ass enemies, like dogs and shit, will just bounce off you. You can just kill them with heavy weapons that take longer to swing. And then, like, the rest of the games have the whole hyper armor thing. But what I really want poise for, more so than actually being able to confirm a swing sometimes, is just having enemies that are just literal mosquitoes just kind of bounce off me and not irritate the fuck out of me when they're inevitably hitting every 2 seconds. That's one of the things that makes Dark Souls 1 definitely, like, the best, for me at least. Oh, too greedy. There's no way I could have made that work. I couldn't backdash fast enough. I got a little crazy there. How come the bosses in the main game don't have enough health, but when you go into the chalices, they have way too much fucking health for what they are? Can we, like, swap that around? I did have him stuck, but it's like eventually they're gonna just be able to mash harder than you and make it not worth having them in the corner anymore. You're just gonna get fucked over. Or your new game. Plus, it doesn't affect chalices. Chalices do their own thing, regardless of your new game plus level. Even like the bosses, when you go through New Game Plus, they still don't have like an adequate amount of health. Sometimes, like this guy, just feels like he has way more than some of the dudes in Plus 2 did. Ow. Something very weird happened with the wet nurse on, I think it was New Game Plus 2, where like I was able to mash so hard that she had like this effect happen where she just like kind of blew up as if I procced Frenzy. But it was like the same like visual and sound. I don't know what the hell it was. Textures are incredibly bugged in Q4. Are there any fixes for that? The Breedis could help. The Hunter tool? I don't know. Maybe I do have the Arcane for that, but I'm not gonna use that here. I don't think. Maybe fast enough. This guy is so fucking irritating. Uniquely. I think half of it, more so than just the speed at which this guy attacks, is the fact that he makes the same noise every fucking attack. The whole fight. Every 3 seconds. 3 times a second, even. Orphan to your health, almost. Also, he has poise, it feels like. So many of my attacks, he just goes straight through them. Even with the Bloodletter. Bitch. This fucking game. Viscerals, lol. I think he's gonna go phase 2 in a second. I should try and get ready for the backstab if I can get it. Yep. Nice. Almost didn't have enough, like, negative stamina in order to get the fucking visceral, though. I didn't realize you needed stamina to activate a visceral blow. That kinda sucks. Oh my fucking god. I'm getting Vanitas cheesed. And I'm Vanitas. Dude! I strike right through the pillar! What? Dude. Oh my fucking god, what is this? One of those bullets did the thing, or didn't. Oh my god, will you go fuck yourself in hell? This one One of the most uniquely frustrating bosses I've experienced this playthrough. I don't know what it is exactly about it. Fuck. Holy shit. That was the most annoying fight, I think. The whole playthrough. It's hard to say why. I've fought him before, but he didn't have that much fucking health. Okay, Jesus. Sheesh. Oh, I'm also out of bullets too. No wonder I shot so many of them in that fucking fight. Yeah, shit. Hitting me on the return is crazy, and through walls. As if I'm fucking Vanitas. Okay. Yeesh. What's funny is a lot of the things that I found annoying about that fight are like a lot of the same things that like Melania does in Elden Ring, especially just like the kind of arbitrary way that she'll just like do a sidestep float after like a single hit lands. It's like, okay, well, cool. She's gone now, immediately. Yay. Okay. Okay. I need a piss break though after that last fight. Give me a minute. We're gonna sit in front of the fireplace before we go to layer 2. Boomerooian descendant with waterfowl dance. I'll never understand, like, it's just a specific, like, way that you dodge through that attack, but it feels so esoteric and annoying, even though it might be masterable. Dodging waterfowl dance is just so strange. It's kind of, it reminds me of KH1 Sephiroth's, like, Octaslash. Like, some parts of it are the actual parts that will hit and track you, but, like, it's still, like, swinging the whole time. At least, even in KH1, you have better, like, defensive tools at your disposal. I don't know. Dealing with bosses in these games, there's a lot more moving parts and uncertainty than something like Kingdom Hearts. People like to compare the two games nowadays. I see, like, a lot of TikToks where people, like, gassing up KH super bosses compared to, like, Elden Ring, Dark Souls stuff. They're both hard, but in different ways. But like the way that you deal with some of this stuff in like Elden Ring, especially, is a lot more fluid and uncertain. A lot more can go wrong. Kingdom Hearts is a lot more consistent, like guarding and counterattacking. And then of course there's also like summons and cheap ass Ashes of Wars and builds that make me not really respect how much they're asking of you, and there's so much you can do to just kind of invalidate the process. Elden Ring is kind of a lot, bit too much in that game. Okay, I'll be back, and then layer 2. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. I don't know why. Yeah, the Drakengard 3, the Drakengard 1 song is in my playlist, but like, hold on. These headphones, I can like double tap them to like play, pause, whatever the media is, but I didn't even think I did that when I clicked to back onto the whatever. That was fitting, but unintended. Okay, let's get this shit done. Layer 2. Yeah, fun pressing. Yeah, I did. Went on Twitter. Make sure to nominate Brazilian Drug Dealer 3 for Players' Choice Awards for the Game Awards. Next boss being really annoying. Oh, God. You know. I shouldn't even really bother picking some of this shit up, but, you know, who knows. Uh-oh! Bitch. I think what I like about Bloodborne, I saw you guys talking about how Elden Ring is very difficulty customization game with how you can like have, I guess what I would call like cheap things in your build. I think what I like about this game in particular is that it's got the least of that. I like, I guess all the Souls games have let you have like really different experiences and difficulty based on the build, and that's like part of the games. But I do like this game, kind of unifying that experience. I don't know, I just belong to the camp of people that don't like summons because I'd rather just do it myself instead of relying on summons, and that game lets you get the experience of like summoning online people just built in with like the spirit summon mechanic, and that has a place, certainly. It just feels a little far from like what I personally appreciate about these games. What's that? Why is there collision here? There's like collision. I can't. You see this? Whatever. Yeah, it also like Elden Ring though, having it be something that's like built in more so than just like NPC summons. I feel like the fights are designed around having them, which can kind of like really sully the experience. 60 frame thing. I don't know. I think it's a chalice thing. You know, maybe it's. Yeah, it feels more like a chalice thing. I don't know. Someone Purism is like saying I hate shot locks. I hate shot locks. I think they're a shitty mechanic. That's a funny thing to compare them to. Shot locks is a mechanic. You need to physically remove yourself from your enemies in order to like get the most out of them by not getting hit charging them up, and also locking on to like the most amount of things to get the full charge. So like a gameplay mechanic in an action game that promotes you to just like run away and lock on to everything and then just do an attack that happens on its own without much input, or like you can't even really combine it with other mechanics all that well. Really, the only exceptions to that is like using shot locks during your finisher, especially like double form. That is like it places the enemy like at a perfect distance and timing to charge up the lock while the finisher's going off. That's cool, but it's like so much less prevalent in the overall use of them than just using them to just nuke a bunch of mobs and put down the controller. It's also completely unrelated to summons. I hate the key forms. Key forms? Who the fuck calls them that? Keyblade transformations. Why should I hate them? By your metric. Summons feel like they allow a lot of the bosses in Elden Ring to be very slop, because it's like, oh, it's fine if it's like this. You will just have like an army of 4 dads just stealing aggro from the boss. Like a band-aid. That's valid. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh, that was a well-telegraphed attack. I'm sure you call them key forms. Somebody has called them that. Keyblade transformations. I don't like the activation requirement behind them, and they all just kind of are a lot less sauceless and varied in their how you use them, which is kind of true of everything in that game for the most part, with the exceptions being, like guard form is the only one that's very transformative. You get kind of worse combos on purpose, but you get the whole block, critical, like the flurry counter. So it actually changes the way that you approach the game. The twin shot blaster ones, they just kind of suck overall, so it's hard to, but they do transform how you play the game. And then all the rest of them are just, yeah, here's a big AoE. Dude, is this guy ever gonna go away? Bro's just walking. And I can't fucking hit him, because his legs are... Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I think the last time I fought this guy, I used the bloodletter, which I probably should... yeah. What kind of a hitbox is that? What attack is... just him walking is a stagger. Okay, this is gonna be fun. He has no head. This is gonna be interesting. Cock hitbox? I believe it. Or whipping out the blicky with shit like this that I spec'd into strength at all. He can only attack his skinny ass legs, and if he steps, you're gonna get knocked out of whatever attack you're doing. Bravo from Soft. Very smart. When you walking. What is even happening with this fight? Why am I even walking on? What is that? Uh-oh. What did he just sprout? Hold up. It is a worm. But why? Can I do anything with that? Can I kill it? It does look like it takes boosted damage. Okay. I didn't save the cannon for that. Whatever. Bitch. One hit, one hit. Okay, shh. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, wowie wow. Last layer. Heavy damp? What the fuck does heavy mean? Oh my god, where the fuck is it? Oh. Strength scaling, fizz, whatever. Layer 3, final layer. This is the wrong chalice. Oops. Hold up. Layer 2. Final layer. Or is it? No, this is the end of layer 2. Layer 3. I just didn't get the lamp. The end is in sight. Look at that, dude. When you mining. Okay. Alright. Who are you? Ow. So, who just threw a bomb at me? Who the fuck did that? Shouldn't even really bother trying to fight this guy at this fucking point. Just curious. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. Not with that scorpion right there. Rope Molotov? Was he sprinting and use that? That's... I've never seen... Oh my god. I've never seen them use that. Or it could have been that guy. Who's this guy? Oh, I thought that was a hunter. I'm gonna get killed going up this ladder, aren't I? Bro's trying to shoot me on the ladder. Whoa, that's advanced. You gonna follow me up here? Last mistake, buddy. Wow. He did a plunging attack on me from off a ladder. Who is this guy? He is a sentient human being? How the fuck did you just do that maneuver? Bitch. He's alive. Wasn't worth it. They respawn down here. Whatever. I wonder how much of this game's development, like, how much chalices may have taken away from the main game, if any at all. Do you think that that was the case? Or did they just kind of, like, slap these together and it didn't take away from much? Scraps from another game. Which one? Do you have anything to back that up, or is that just conjecture? Either way, maybe. Conjecture? That's fair. Unlocked. Yes. Let me out. And now where is that gonna be? Maybe it's closer to the spawn than I realized, but I'll just go around and see. And I'm in layer 5. I'm pretty sure I looked at a thing. This chalice only has 3 layers. And this is the last one. This should be it. Yeah, most out of the way achievement. This is a great Thumaru Ethereal Chalice. It's a depth 5. Maybe I made the wrong chalice for it. No, there she is. Yeah. Here she is. This is it. Uh-oh. Oh, holy shit! Even if this place has more to it, this is the only thing I need to actually do here. And I think this is the last layer anyways. Grab Andy. Chain grab Andy. Oh my god, what is this fight? I didn't realize the whole playthrough that there's a full charge R2 extension. That's really cool. Too bad I can't do it ever. What's happening? The fuck out of here. No way. Bitch. Is there any indication that I'm gonna get grabbed there? Does that just happen in this fight? Whenever it wants? It just happens? That's cool. Oh my god. The baby cries? Is that the cue? That'd be funny. Is there anything you can do about it? I did a lot of fucking damage for no reason. There's a trick? Okay, don't tell me. Thank you. Oh, she's got a sword now. Oh, my follow off. Ow. Okay, I got a little crazy there trying to do a charge R2 there. This shouldn't be too bad. Blood spells. It's the closest thing you get is the blood fire stuff in Elden Ring. But that's still fire at the end of the day. I remember this fight very vaguely. I just remember seeing my brother do it because he did all the chalices and like plated his first playthrough. And I vaguely remember this experience. Oh, of course. Not close enough. Bloodthorns Rosies that suck. I thought they were good. At least randomly using them on a character with decent arcane and night rain and getting procs for free. require faith. Need arc to scale bleed on an in-base character. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. That's something. I don't know, look around this arena, maybe there's something. I think I just saw like a... Never mind. I thought I saw like a little aura projectile thing that might be the grab. I can't fucking tell. Seems like it might be related to the fucking baby crying. I don't fucking know. Is the baby? I think, yeah, it seems like you have enough time to react to hearing it to get away. I'll try that. And this is the real dad, or should I say mom? 3 moms encounter. I really should just kill these fucks though, because they are going to shoot me with blood. Anti-Sora. Oh, what the jump? Worked out though, what the hell? Yep. Oh! What the fuck is happening? No sound effect for landing? Okay. Oh! Yeah, that's the Astal thing. That's cool. Is that the same animation? Like 1-to-1, or is it just the same concept? That's funny. Stop hitting his incubator. I wonder if that's what causes the baby to cry, is hitting the pregnant belly Virgil DMC reboot style. No, I definitely would have done it if that were the case. I don't fucking know anymore. Ooh! Fuck. Ooh. I think they let me use vials while walking slowly. Any reason for her being in handcuffs so they could take the baby? She's probably in handcuffs to symbolize how pregnancy is a form of, what would you call it? Oozing on, yeah, exactly. Loss of freedom, indoctrination, something. Cool ass animation you don't see often. You have to do like an unlocked on roll and then walk on and shoot, and you get the... That should just be the animation for quick stepping and shooting. Oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Holy shit. Don't get grabbed. It is raining blood. Uh-oh. My weapon. Even me trying to untransform. I really should, instead of untransform when I need to, I don't know why I only just now thought of this. In that situation, in a pinch, when you're trying to press L1, I should just switch weapon instead of commit to the animation that can also become an attack if you press it too soon after a roll. Like, I'm transformed, I'm 1 HP, I'm dying like out of a grab, just do that. This weapon actually has even more self-damage with the gem, never mind. And you know what I guess I could do though. Now it's just that. Probably good for getting random grabs too. Backstabs. Oh! Classic blunder. Oh my god! Okay, you gotta be careful. They drain her dry every chance they get, and she's where they got a failed brand of healing blood. And that's where, the whole thing started. Bit. Oh, what good timing. Oh my god, what is that AoE? Oh. I guess I am still running the double visceral runes. I bet I could switch that to something more helpful, but who cares? That is actually very helpful if I can get a visceral. Getting a 30% boost on that helps compensate for the 20 skill stat. Stop! I'm a member of the healing church.
No! No! Stop! Ah!
I'm with the healing church. This first phase has actually proven to be kind of the most annoying, so let me try doing some bullshit like... I was trying to do like a bare hand backstab, fastest charge in the game. Most people stomp her and say it's anticlimactic. I definitely am getting... I wonder what kind of builds they're running to where this isn't such an issue. Because I'm like level 150. I'm soft capped in my... at least my blood tinge. I could have even more damage if I were soft capped in skill. But... it's a lot of damage still. But I am appreciating that this isn't just a one and done. This is actually a cool fight, it's just a little weird. Like, it definitely isn't the best build I could be rocking for the idea of platting the game. Like, if I had done this without wanting to do some Jack Garland themed Blood Tinge shit, it would be like 50 skill, Blade of Mercy, like my favorite weapons at least, like 0 insight, Beast Blood Pellet maxing. That's also probably, that's another thing that I just have not been doing. But I just don't like that mechanic of Beast Blood Pellets letting you just be so buff for kind of nothing. I ban that when I play this game, even in chalices. Even in the worst of the chalices, I have not resorted to using them because I just don't like that system. Random consumable in the game, dump your insight, and you just get to get overly rewarded for mashing with extra fucking damage. I guess you take more damage for it too, but it's like, you know. Yeah, it raises, it's like a rage mode. It raises your damage, but you take more if you do get hit during it, but it's just so, like, good. And you need, like, minimum insight to get the most out of it. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of the things that I say is kind of, like, somewhat poorly aged about this game. Even though it was, like, one of the first games of this series, like, this sort of gameplay especially, to shift the balance to being, like, very aggressive and, like, removing your ability to kind of, like, tank shit. Shields as well. Shields, lol. But a lot of the, if you stack all the things they do to reward aggression, or, like, modern sensibilities, it's very overly tuned. Oh my god. That's another thing that this game does, though, is you take double damage if you're in a counterattack state. So, like, getting hit out of a dodge or any attacks, you will take so much fucking damage, even with max vitality. It's absurd. But that, I guess that does help compensate for the aforementioned aggression. Okay, the first phase is just annoying. If you get past that, it's fine. I haven't even considered trying to parry her, though. Kinda don't want to, though. What? Okay. Oh! What the fuck? This fucking thing is funny. Do I still have the music box? Does the music box do anything here? Is that the trick? I imagine it would be, because no? Oh, that's a shame. I feel like that would be a great way to have the fucking baby stun not happen. You play the music box. What a shame. It's like the same tune that's playing when you're fighting Murgo's wet nurse. And wet nurse only like laughs at it. It's like wet nurse and Gascoigne actually gets staggered by it if you get it and use it against Gascoigne. Oh my fucking god, I think I'm dead. It works on wet nurse. I don't think it does anything. There's just a interaction there. Somebody was saying it makes wet nurse like laugh. You can play it after you kill wet nurse before Murgo dies to make Murgo happy. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. You don't get anything special for that though, just like a cool interaction. No wonder they give you so much time in between Murgo dying to like the Nightmare Slain showing up on screen. I'll take it. At least you didn't blow me. Whoa! Okay. I was able to get out of that fast enough. was a cool whoop there. Whoop! Whoop! That was a crazy voice crack there. Oh! That's fine. Whoa. You can use the music box near the dead snail woman who falls from the sky to wake her up. In the DLC, I remember I was told you could use the whistle there to wake her up and then kill her normally. Does the music box that work too? And why? Listed as a glitch. I wonder, maybe it does some kind of like a weird hitbox. Because the reason why the whistle works is that it's got like a vertical enough hitbox to like actually hit her, because the hitbox is underground or some weird shit. Oh, that's the real mom. Hold up. Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay, at least that time the baby didn't chain stun lock my ass. Bitch. Oh! Okay. Get out of here. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's a real one. Hold up. Oh, what the? Oh, yeah, right. That. No. I think that wasn't like a aura blast. My health. I was hoping that would be the right one. Nice. Bitch! It's over! Almost. That was a cool fight. Chalice dungeons are over. Now it's time for the victory lap.
Hooray!
Ooh. The Ring of Betrothal? What is that? What does that even do? What even is the Yarnum Stone? It's just a proof of, it's just like a proof item. That's cool. You can give it to Vileblood Queen for dialogue. Oh. I don't have, Canehurst open. Do I go run through Canehurst just for fun, just for that? No? Might as well. You might need online for it. She says, oh shit, dude, nice job. Nah. Wiki says you can eat it? Hold up.
Is it the finale for real this time?
It is. I just did the hard part. Chalices are finally done. Thank you, Reaper Sakuraba. Sakuraba. For 30 months. Oh, are you talking about the ring, not the Yarnum stone? For the dialogue? Restores 25% HP after consumption, then regenerates for 20 seconds. Yarnum stone. It... Not a consumable. Spend all your insight, pop up beast blood pelts for the final boss and obliterate it. I'm actually looking forward to that fight, maybe having a spine, and that's why I saved it for New Game Plus Plus. Wiki lying, yeah, it's in the key items list. What kind of fanfic is that? That's the effect of one of the special blood vials, not this. Okay, I thought you guys were talking about the ring for the Vile Blood Queen, or that item, not the ring. So yeah, time to beat the game, I guess. I didn't get any cool gems for that, did I? Not that even matters, but yeah, okay. I think Isafka's vial is just a little bit better healing. Adela's vial is health and like green blossom, and then another one is health plus regen. I forget which one. It unlocks 4 ritual blood from bath messengers. Yeah, it does. What the hell? I had 1, 2, 3, and 5, but you need that to get 4 to be Bible? How stupid. What the fuck? How silly. Anyways. Let's finish it. Let's finish this shit right now. Upgrade those uncanny weapons. The only one I have is the bloodletter, and the standard standard bloodletter is actually best in slots. Lol. Alright. Any other trophies you need? I don't think so. Let's check. It's the Plat and then the last ending, which I'm about to get. Yeah, it's just these. Beast blood pelts, I'm not using them. It's for bitches. Oops. I'm not using that shit. Did you use the umbilical cords? Yes, I did. I ate them a while ago because I needed insight at one point. Oh, speaking of insight, though, let me get my pistol to +10. Because why not? But yeah, I ate all 3 of them before chalices. Gonna miss this playthrough. I'm glad to be done, I think. This game is nice, but I am quite glad that I decided to go for Plat, or else it would have been a 3-stream game. This made it about as long as the rest of the games have been. And I got to do things that I haven't streamed in this game before, like, you know, all the chalices. Dark Souls 3 would be extremely quick. Good. Good. What does Arcane Haze option do? I don't remember being there. It's something you get in chalices. You can convert all the chalice items to a material called Arcane Haze, which is also for later chalices. Some shit like that. I didn't have to use it much. Just some of the later chalices I needed a little bit more haze in order to activate them, but that's easy to get. I will be doing DLC in 3. DLC in 2 can go fuck itself because Dark Souls 2 sucks! Anyways.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream.
You can do that? You can do that.
Oh dear.
That's fucking funny.
Was it the hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream?
Yeah, of course you can do that. That makes so much sense. I didn't even think that would do anything. You might as well if you attack him. It's just saying the same thing as I refuse. Just an emulator crash. A very funnily timed one. Why do we have a golden Kappa train? Counting or not counting hunter violence?
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter.
The cutscenes are a little weird between cuts because of the 60 FPS mod. There's a fix for that I never installed, but I wonder if that had something to do with that crash. I feel like that's what speedruns would do if they're doing this ending. Just attack him as fastest way. I wonder if you could throw a Molotov over the wall and activate the fight from out here. I'm in the monocle still. Alright, it's time. As a mercy to this guy, I will again not visceral him in this phase, or this fight. For fun. You know what would also be cool, but like sadistic in this game, is if dying to Moon Presence gave you the standard moon, like the standard ending, and you had to like first try him in order to get it, and if you fucked it up, then you'd have to do another cycle. That would be so cool, but awful, but really cool. Imagine that. Turn this game into like a permanent death to get that ending. Splam! That would be cool. Like, imagine the tension. Alright, get the fuck out of there, please. Yeah, Moon Presence is easy, but like imagine if that happened, that stream where I like did the sit emote after killing this guy and I was still sitting after the cutscene and I died. Imagine that happening in that circumstance. Surprised they didn't visceral me. Oh well, there you go. Moron. Breaking my rule, trying to visceral him. Better yet. I might be fucked on vials after this guy, but the good thing is you don't perma-die to Moon Presence, so I guess I would make that even worse, is the no restock. Automatic restock here. And we'll see how, if this guy has hands on New Game Plus Plus as opposed to New Game. And also, time to confirm if I really did eat all 3. I did. There's no way I didn't. You saw it. Yeah. Imagine if there was a 4th ending for like a chalice ending. So like you would have to do all the chalices that cycle and like have the thing in order to actually get it. That would suck ass though. At least that's kind of what this ending is, because ending of the stream series. Oh, he does have hands. I also have no vials, and that doesn't help. Oh. I ate all my vials. Oops! Let me just close that tab so that doesn't happen again by accident. Double tapping my earbuds will do that. Okay. I'm gonna shoot him with a cannon. Okay, not worth. Whoa! I forgot he has the fucking Chikage with that attack. He has one-winged angel, and my sword, both my weapons kill me. Should take that gem off the other weapon. Fuck. Or I guess I can anticipate that attack is gonna happen. Just untransform. Ooh. That's a funny thing that can happen with this one. Alright. Delayed ass jump. Weapon at risk! Whatever, man. Perfect timing? Whoa. They really do give you time to get your rally back, but I don't care. What is that noise? What's happening? Is this guy Kin? Oh my god, this fucking attack on this build. I'm gonna use the Bloodletter here. Let me switch my gems from the Chikage to this so I don't have to worry about that. He's not kin? What the fuck is kin in this fucking game? He comes from the moon, but he's not kin. Good in my case, at least with my gems. What is better in this case? Add blood attack 21.6 or Fizz 14.2, because that also influences blood? Is it better to raise all or blood more in this case? You mostly use blood? Okay, I think that compensates. Okay. Blood letter for this guy. Let's go. Fix your weapon too. I'm not doing that. I don't have any souls to do that anyways. Oh my god. That was not the transform attack. That was just the transform and it just killed me. I thought I was rolling into it. Whatever. I'm gonna rally that shit. I wasn't even thinking about if this guy had more blood defense than all the rest. I was just thinking about, like, for raw damage, what would be best. I still think it's this, because my blood tinge stat. This weapon's gonna be way better here. Oh, okay. I really should just try and slap him to get all my health back through rally. I can't use any files. I don't think I actually knew that was a thing that could happen. What caused that? That wasn't the thing, was it? Never mind that idea of making this like a perma-death. That you have to like beat the game again in order to get here. That would be ass under these circumstances. This guy actually has hands on this difficulty. New Game Plus Plus, rather. I'm glad. Seen Chalice bosses that was more health this stream, but it's a good amount. In fact, this guy might just be balanced around doing this in one of the New Game Pluses. It would be cool if he had to at least fight Garland again. That's... Ooh, okay. Get up here, bitch! Okay, yeah, he's getting rolled this time. No fear. Maybe you're better off... Maybe you get a visceral there for attacking for your rally, like, on purpose. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Okay. Health in this game is such a meme. Okay. Either 20 or 90%. Well, the big difference there is the extra damage you take on counterattack is double in this game, which is significantly higher than the rest of the Souls games, which is like 40 or 60%, but not fucking double damage. And coming out of a dodge is a counterattack state, so fucking up a dodge by dodging early is death in so many cases. This game is absurd about that. Oh, no stamina to get the rally, whatever. And I think trying to heal or getting hit after a heal is also that state. I'm not sure. It's a lot of things. What are these? If you walk into... Are those... Does that prevent you from healing if you walk into those, or is that just damage? I don't know. All I know is I can't heal right now, and I also... Okay, you know what? I've, like... never seen a lot of this shit in this fight, because usually you just like face roll him on New Game. Sheesh. Hit by ball equals no heal. Okay, and then they also just blow up. That's what I thought it was. I didn't see that I walked into one. Do I have rally boost? Okay, instead of stamina, I kind of want to put on a rally boost specifically for that attack. Double stam, rather. There we go. Seems relevant for this fight. Yeah, it's like numbing mist. Oh, it's the blood from the bowls? I don't remember getting hit by that, though. I thought I just walked into it. Maybe it's both. Oh my god, dude. Fuck. Rally boost in Night Rain? Because I know one of the runes is like, it allows you to rally at all. But is there now like a relic that lets you boost that much too? I've yet to play that mode for that game where you get the extra 3 slots and like the crazy effects. So is rally boost like it increases the the rune? Does it increase the amount each hit will heal for, or the amount of time that rally is recoverable? Because I'm not sure. Oh my god! Every time this happens, I don't have enough fucking 8 stamina. Okay. Oh my god. We're gonna go all the way to the other side of the arena while that is present, so I don't have to deal with it. What is this? It's gonna be a huge explosion. I'm gonna die, aren't I? It was nothing, actually. Okay. That doesn't count in this game, doesn't it? I think I've had that happen before. Yeah, well, text needs to appear. So it would need to be better timed. A little ambitious, they're trying to kill him with that. It's was hoping that would have counted though. Fuck. Yeah, that is on me. Absolutely. I don't care. My weapon is purple. Oh my god. Good timing, but that also destroyed my rally potential, so whatever. Bitch! Super damage! There are other experimental, like, nightlies of this emulator that have that blood effect thing happen every time, but it's happening quite a bit in this particular fight for some unknown reason. Funny. Maybe because this guy has a special effect or more of it, I don't know. Bitch! It's over. 750k. It's over. Squid Games. It'll pop soon, the trophy. That's me. That's me.
Oh, good hunter.
We didn't understand Miyazaki's vision at the time, but we get it now. Platinum acquired. Read it and weep. So that fight was pretty challenging at on that. I wonder if it's balanced for that, because that's like the highest of the endings, I guess. Usually people just get that on the first one. So what now? Well, it's almost been about 3 hours. It's midnight 30. I could be content with that for today's stream, but I'll think about it while we watch some credits. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead. I don't want to normalize streaming too late on a regular basis. Though I am going to be up. I'm going to wake up late today. I have a bunch of things I've been meaning to do for this stream, like bringing back rewards, but through donations. But what's next for the stream? I'm gonna take a Souls break for a minute before starting 3. I don't want to go straight into Dark Souls 3 after all the streams of this. Biblical Greed. Yeah, but like, what if it was a reasonable amount to roll for one of the channel point rewards, and it's like a roulette. That'd be fun. I just can't be having like gooey for like just for points you get for watching. But, you know, I wonder, do they still work? Let me turn them on while we're in the credits. You guys can get that out of your system while you can.
I'll get him.
Stimulus package.
The music stopped.
This is all Sham's fault.
Oh, there it goes.
Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again.
I do want to bring these back in some fashion, but in a way that's a bit more obviously valuable to me, but also something that naturally regulates how much it can be used.
When a parent tells you no, you gotta respect that the trait just like whatever.
Put it on a cooldown. Well,
Sheesh.
I'd rather it cost money.
Based.
Is the point. For something that's gonna like make a fuckload of noise and like disrupt the stream. And wait and drop points forever. Yeah, that's another thing, is it's hard to like get rid of them. I need to make a remake of the Demi Sham video, but with my new hair. Maybe I'll keep some of the, like, the expensive ones. Like Demi Sham, keep that, like 100k for that or some shit. And like some more expensive ones that you can redeem with points, but then have the rest be like a bit roulette in order to get them. When's Dark Souls 3? Maybe in like a week or a bit more. I want to have something of a break from Souls games for a little bit before I jump back in with that. Genuinely broke my stream. It could also, that might actually be the way that it would just have to be. They would show up in a specific spot rather than just in a random location. You get a free boot PS2 yet? I have not looked into that. Mostly because I have a PS3 that functions as the same thing. So it's kind of like a nice extra thing to get, but nothing I necessarily need. What I really need to do though is hack my Wii and my Xbox.
It smells really good. We're gonna get some Benadryl.
I'll get him.
FFX CRT stream. I could do that on my PS3, it's just a matter of do I want to do that, and the answer
You guys broke into
is
my
not
house
yet.
and threatened to murder my son if I didn't give you business. You guys broke into my house and threatened to murder my son if I didn't give you business.
But I will do that one day, it's just, I can't really tell you when. Same has been true with Persona 1 and 2's, as well as Strange Journey.
Oh yes! What is going on, silly man? Are you going to crack
Alright, rewards are now off again. I'll keep the minute bomb one on, I don't know why I haven't had that turned off. Let me test to see if it works just before anybody spends a million channel points and it doesn't end up working. Okay, it works. Alright. It's good to make sure that that works before somebody redeems that. But that one will stay on. Alright, yeah, that's Bloodborne done. All signed and seized. That is Bloodborne 100%. All 3 endings, all chalices, all trophies. It is done. Read it and weep. 100%. Thank you, Shad PS4, for somehow existing and also having trophy tracking and all this shit. OG Xbox mod chip is still best. All I want to do with my OG Xbox really is, I just want to bypass, I want to do 2 things. Bypass region lock and install games to the hard drive and put in a custom hard drive. Do I need a mod chip for that? Because that's all I am really interested in. I don't want to have to open up the... I guess I would have to open up the Xbox to put in a hard drive, a bigger hard drive anyways. Playing the games off the hard drive requires a mod chip and a copy of Splinter Cell. I have a copy of Splinter Cell. I also have 007 Agent Under Fire, which also works for that exploit. I have 2 games I can do the save exploit with. semi-automatic games. What's a semi-automatic game? Oh, something like Final Fantasy 12. FF12. I'm open to different systems. I just have a huge preference towards PS2 SMT press turn, but I also like, Soul Hackers 3DS Speed OG SMT combat too. I like that too. It really just boils down to how fast the game allows you to have like a battle speed without like skill skip or like speed up features added to a remake. I just like when the game naturally accommodates like a fast-paced game if you know exactly what you're trying to do in a battle, as opposed to, shit like that. I don't know. It's been 3 hours. I would call that a good length for a stream. I'm going to hop on out of here, get some stuff done that I've been putting off for the stream. Like, I still need to get the Just You and Me on my stream deck. The soundbite for that. Just you and me. Josh, you call that a good length? 3 hours? I'd say it's average. Or maybe even above average. That's typically, though, the minimum length stream I want to do. I feel weird doing short streams. Let the man sleep. It's actually going to be a hot minute until I actually can sleep. Gonna slept in a little bit today. But, you don't need spoilers over modern mods, but the mod chip just makes it easier to swap hard drives. Would I need to know how to solder for the mod chip? Don't you always have to know how to do that? Because I'm not opposed to trying that, it's just I would like to try doing an Xbox hack that doesn't involve that much of a hardware risk. But I guess I need to open it up to change the hard drive anyways, but that's easy, isn't it? Depending on the model of Xbox, it's not that bad of a project. Okay. I don't think I've looked up my model of Xbox and what you would have to do with it. Really, just all I want is a bigger hard drive, install games to that hard drive, and bypass region lock for the one Japanese game that I have that I want to play on it. But I would like to put Midnight Club 2 on the hard drive for fastest loads, and also play my copy of SMT9. That's really all I have in mind. And I guess not needing to use a potentially failing disk drive by having every game I could ever want on there. That's really just the main thing. But yeah, I'll look into that. I think I'll be live again on maybe Monday. Maybe I'll take a few days to chill. My main project right now in the background is I have been trying, and I guess I can show this off actually real quick. I have been trying to replicate KH1 Vanilla. And what I've done so far is vanilla ability routes and Keyblade stats are in. Let me boot that up. Fuck it, I'll show you. I'll show you all that real quick. I just go to my Steam. KH1 streamer. I like Kingdom Hearts 1. Stealing mod? I don't think anybody's done that. Has anybody done that yet? Get a friend request from random Chinese bot accounts. Thank you, thank you. That video was fucking crazy. I wonder what my saves are for this. What I'll have to do to show this off. Let's see. I have a couple test saves and some test mods in the mix that might throw me off. I think this is Vanilla Shield, considering why I have Guard. Oh, actually the best way to do this. I forgot one of the mods that I have lets me go straight from the start of the game to Traverse Town. My computer is also being held hostage right now by this fucking EXE that is literally just a spinning heart because the title screen button doesn't work. I need to delete that EXE. Holy echo. Did it echo? Oh, you're talking about the ambient noise. Yeah, I have the music turned off, so it will do that. Porn leak? Bro. I think you're really just thinking of the ambient noise in this place. Take out the clock capacitor. What does that do? Doesn't that have something to do with... Isn't that why like it asks me to set the time and date to September 9th, 2001 every time? Would that make it so I don't have to do that every time? Okay, I don't know what ability route I had it set in the scripts to... I think this is either sword or shield. It's prone to leaking and ruining the board. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll take that out. No, this is mobile. Classic. Yeah, so this is... This might be staff if I got scan first. I don't remember. Treasure magnet and MP. Treasure magnet. Which one gets treasure magnet second? MP haste. Okay, this is definitely vanilla staff. Counter attack. Yeah, this is staff. Vanilla staff is the earliest. Ripple drive is Ripple drive is a Final Mix exclusive, and the whole reason I'm doing this right now is that this is the vanilla ability route mod. Vanilla. Ripple drive is Final Mix. A nice fun fact. Look, these are the abilities you get in the vanilla staff. At the right levels, too. I'm level 23, because I'm leveling up for every kill. Yeah. Vanilla routes, and if I boot up the other save files that have keyblades, I can look at like 12 strength, Ultima, 10 strength, Divine Rose, and all the like crit rates and bonuses are adjusted too. Never come back here in Cage 3. Or even the main islands. Cage 3 sucks this way. No soul. Cage 3 is a game that has wall running and Twilight Town, but you can't wall run up the clock tower to take a selfie. It also has selfies. The game has wall running, Traverse Town, or Twilight Town, and selfies. You cannot wall run up the clock tower to take a selfie. Do the math. That game's your goat. Think about it. Anyways, yeah, this is vanilla staff. All the other two routes are vanilla as well already, so that's already done. Vanilla keyblades and ability routes. And I have the means to do vanilla bosses too, more or less. And it was very easy. In fact, I know these run by now is ridiculous. This is the order that you get abilities on staff, and I have it in this game now. Isn't that sick? Something that is weird about it, though, is EXP 0 and Combo Master are actually, like, more or less hard-coded into the game on top of, like, the original routes, so when you change each byte that determines what abilities you get at what levels, Combo Master and EXP 0 aren't part of that. You just, like, get them no matter what, in a way that you can't change unless you do, like, some Lua shit, but I'm doing this through file patching. Bro, I was playing Cage 1 Merciful. Yeah, pretty much. Like testing mods. I can also pause the game at any point, even if like enemies are in the room, and that's great for just pausing and looking at my level. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show with this. I am thinking, depending on how much more needs to be done to replicate vanilla, I might stream a playthrough at some point. Do like vanilla staff route on Proud, because that's like honestly the only time you should pick staff on Proud is if it's vanilla. People who pick staff on Proud and Final Mix are, it's a trap. That +1 MP is not worth the rest of the ability routes not accommodating Proud mode. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show for that tonight. I don't know when I'll finish that, when I'm gonna want to do a playthrough of that either, but that's me. It's not worth it. Anyways, I'll be back Monday at the earliest, if not Tuesday, if I want to just take some days to chill. Dark Souls 3 will be in like a week or two. Do a Cage rando. I haven't done a Cage 2 rando in a long time. Right now? No. Shut up. Ain't no way. Rage baiting. Alright. I'll see y'all soon.